Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we will be on the Breen Keth Sarr Intel Courier. Captains, but before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Yes, captains, as you can see, we have this ship, and huge shout out to Admiral Mikey for once again gifting us this ship. So hopefully we do you proud. And what we want to do in this video is, of course, go over the build, the weapons, space set, consoles, trade stations, and DOFs, and then take it into a Cure Advance and see what it does. Now, this ship is an interesting one. I'm not going to lie. It has a very interesting look to it. It doesn't look Star Trek in my opinion. For some reason, the front here reminds me of the Ark from Transformers. This thing here, and captains, if you know what this floaty bit here at the bottom is, please do let me know. But it is kind of looking like a thorax of a bug. Then you have a little bit of a belly bump here underneath, and yeah, it just kind of gives those elements of bugness to me when I look at the ship. But it's an interesting ship, and of course this was on the last season of the Discovery as, I believe, the bad guy's ship, and I believe there's a scene where Burnham was actually on top of this thing trying to do whatever she does. But it's been interesting, and again, shout out to Admiral Mikey for gifting us this. Said do what you do, and this is what we did. So again, we've named it Mike's Breen ship, Breen Intel Courier, and we've decided to just go with a scatter volley build to maximize its efficiency when it comes to performance and leaning into using the specializations. Now, we just put a phaser build on it. I don't have any of the weapons of the Breen. Well, I do, but to be honest, I don't like the look of them. So we're just going to show what any type cannons can do. So you can put plasma weapons on this if you want, plasma cannons, and then just have ISO mags that boost plasma, and it'll probably do the same, if not even more, especially if you have traits to boost that. So we'll go on here. So the 4 weapons, nothing too different than what we've done with our cannon scatter volley build. So this is a phaser quad cannon from the Defiant, the Terran Task Force phaser dual heavy cannons from the Terran Rep, the wide arc phase dual heavy cannons. This is from the Lobi Soar. We have phaser dual heavy cannon with a pen mod, which we bought just off the exchange, and then an advanced fleet phaser dual heavy cannon, which we just got from our fleet starbase. Space set, nothing too different. So the elite fleet intervention proton matter deflector from your fleet colony, the prevailing innovative impulse from the competition rep, the Tholian nucleating warp core, which is an event prize that we got a couple years ago, or a year ago, and the Tilly's Review pending modified shield from the Discovery rep. Now in the aft weapons, we have the omnidirectional Pavin beam proton beam, which was a recent reward there, and then a kinetic cutting beam. So you can tell here this is not necessarily a theme, but more or less more to push the performance and see what this can do out of the box. We're going to use this experimental weapon, the Bunker Buster, auto-targeting long-range rapid-fire kinetic damage. So there you go, fires a level 6 experimental charge that will seek out the nearest foe within 10 clicks, detonate to affect up to 5 foes within 5 clicks radius. The primary target, 9,000 full-run damage, and then the AoE damage is 3,649 kinetic damage. So the main thing is pull run. I think I misspoke earlier with plasma, but I just didn't like the visuals. I did have beams given to us here by a couple of our supporters, and it just didn't look, I just didn't like the look of it. So we're just going to go with just pure performance of what I can boost in terms of performance output. So there's that to the device. We got the energy candy here for plus 20% bonus energy weapon damage for 20 seconds, plus 30 Starship Shield pen for 20 seconds as well. And then the Kobayashi Maru transponder for its buff goodness. Engineering consoles, well, we just went with the ISOMAX for phasers, 4 of them. And for consoles, this is what we decided to do. So we have the custom power matrix from the Ilios, which was the 2024 winter event prize ship for all its goodies there. And as you can see there, depending on where it's slotted, you get a boost. We have it in our side right now, probably not the best, but we don't have a universal, so we get plus 20 shield power. Yay. Ha! Next up, the dynamic power redistributor module, which is from the Atlas, aka prototype Dreadnoughts, which you can get from your event prize. 11.3 all damage resistance rating, 90% directed energy damage, and it is a good oh crap button. Bonus damage resistance, hull regen for 20 seconds, plus 40% bonus damage while our hull is above 80, plus 100 bonus damage resistance rating, plus 500% hull regen. We're going to use the adaptive emergency systems, which is from any version of the Odyssey, for 19 energy damage resistance rating, plus 3.3 maximum hull capacity. But as you can see there, when we click it, put damage and damage resistance buff. So a little bit of survivability, plus 50 bonus all damage resistance rating for 30 seconds, and then plus 30% bonus all damage for 30 seconds as well. We're going to use our phaser lance here, the emulating phaser lance from the Deimos Pilot Destroyer. You can also get that from the event campaign. We're going to use this, the Micro Quantum Torpedoes Balance Array. This was from the Achilles. So this thing hits like a truck, so it launches 20 torpedoes. AoE kinetic damage, stacking kinetic resistance and debuff, plus 242.5% turn rate and flight speed, but launches 10 targeted micro quantum torpedoes at your selected target. And then it each deals 34,940 kinetic damage, which is kind of crazy. And each reduces kinetic damage resistance rating by 10 for 25 seconds and stacks up to 10 times. So it's okay. It sounds like a good console, and we're gonna stick with it, because why not? We're gonna use the Fleet Power Network Array from the Awani. Enhance ally pets they control to friend, and up to 12 pets they control. Of course, the plus 50% and 125% directed energy damage. Fire cycle haste can also be for us. And then every 3 seconds, 60% chance to apply one of the beams, overload 1, cannon rapid fire 1, or torpedo high yield 1/salvo 1. So why not? And then lastly, we're gonna go with its console, the aggressive negotiation. So plus 20 weapon AC, improves weapon chance to hit, and then plus 15.2 starship damage control, improves passive hull regen, a little bit of survivability, a little bit. But when we hit it, plus damage, then cloak, then tack skill buff. So when at launch for 10 seconds, your ship increases 20% damage, 25% accuracy, 150% flight speed. Then automatically cloaks for 10 seconds for the stealth, speed to turn rate, and then defense rating. Then after decloaking after 10 seconds, you get 100% tack skill buff for 30 seconds. So we're going to try to use it if I remember it, but it's there. We're going to use it, came with it. Now, stat-wise, we have 29.7% crit chance, crit severity 160%. Now we do have our Pendevers helping us. I am up to 600. So this is helping me as well. I can go to 750, but I've been doing fine before and still doing fine after. So we have that helping us as well with this build. And I did not T6X2 this because, as most of the ships that we feature here on the bridge, we just kind of want to show how it does straight out of the box. So there is that. This is our skills. Haven't changed them in years and don't plan on changing it at all. We have 8 spent in engineering, 10 in psi, and 28 in attack. Traits, this is what we decided to do. So a good day to die, adaptive offense, self-modulating fire, superior cannon training, fragment of AI tech, anchored, unconventional systems, Terran targeting systems, intelligent agent attaché, and the Boimler effect. So I have 5 starship traits only working for me. This is only just showing that I need to unlock to you with the usage of experimental upgrade token. But these are the traits that we are using. So emergency weapon cycle, universal designs, overpowered over guns, ship of the line, and of course, withering barrage. Our space reputation here, we have precision, advanced targeting systems, auxiliary power configuration for offense, magnified firepower, and Tyler's duality. Station-wise, left to right, top to bottom. Again, we only had 4 stations to work with. This is what we did here. So viral impulse burst, emergency powered weapons 2, override subsystem safeties 3, and eject warp plasma. Then beam overload for a little bit of speed boost here and there, and I can control that when I need it. Distributed targeting, attack pattern beta 2, and then our main damage dealer cannon scatter volley 3. Tractor beam, scramble sensors, and I don't normally use gravel because you've never really seen a ship use gravel, but for the sake of performance, seeing what I can do with this, we're going to use it. And of course, emergency power 2 engines. Now we go to our doofs. Our doofs. So the 2 on ground helping us in space, Elder Malikatan for increased damage versus all, and Neil Falconer, increased damage versus Zaborg. For our active space, this is what we got going on. So emergency con holographic officer, recharge evasive maneuvers when emergency powered engines is activated. 3 energy weapons officers, chance for second crit chance when we fire our weapons, and then 2 of them are chance to stack crit severity when firing our energy weapons. Delirine for increased damage versus the Borg again, and Agent Neural for attack pattern beta restores hull when firing. So a little bit more survivability because this ship is small, and if the Borg look at you wrong, you will get blown up. So that is the build, and it performs really well. And I'm pretty sure in the right hands, captains can really make this do a lot of damage. So again, we'll go to Cure Advanced, see how it does, and as we normally do, we're going to left docking station, clear that out, head over to the right docking station, and while we're heading over there, clear the ships that are heading towards the Kang, take out the right docking station, and then finally the middle, and then finish off the mission. So here we go. Again, a unique looking ship. The animation too is weird. It's not showing it here because of the camera, but it does a little spinny thing. It's weird. So another Discovery type thing, but it is what it is. So here we go. Get that going. Go to the left first. And we'll see if we can just take it out as quickly as possible. Let's start buffing up here. Try to spread out our buffs here so we can kind of take out the enemies as efficiently as we can. Yeah, head over here. There's my boost. So it's doing pretty good. Before we head over here, we'll make sure we clear this out. Now we head over here. See how we do. Grab well everything there. Took out that Take out the Raptor. Woo! Jeez. Alright. Now we'll just take out the neg bars heading towards the Kang. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll cloak. We'll hit the cloak, do our damage buff here for a couple seconds. And once we cloak, we'll just kind of circle away. Then once we decloak, we're going to have a little bit of a damage buff, because why not? There you go. Now I head over to the last docking station here. Grab all that. Takes out that docking station, take out that. And we have a sphere here trying to sneaky sneak, and we'll take care of that. Well, there you go. Look how that did. Okay, let's tell the Kang to get out of here. Now we have some buff. We didn't even use our DPRM. So this is how powerful this ship can be. But we'll use it now. Oh, even micro torpedoes are gonna hit. And there you go. I don't think the torps even hit. And if they did, well, bonus. Top of that, right? We're gonna go over here. Excuse me, sir. Do our shelfies. Captains, if you don't know what they are, those are our ship selfies. Actually, here, let's position over here. Try to see if we can get that nice little glow. And then some board bits, which is probably going to be the thumbnail of this video, is having this look at you and just look all meany-ish. How's that? We'll take a couple. These are ship selfies, which we love to do here at Star Trek Online, because it's all about the pretty. Ooh, it's a nice little angle there. Wow. Okay, there you go. That might be it. All right, let's head out of here, and then give our final ECs. But there's a spin animation. Kind of don't like it because of the warp trail or the impulse trail. Kind of all sharpy, angly looking. But again, I'm very thankful to Admiral Mikey because the ship actually does perform really well and built out correctly. In an ISC, unsupported, no tank, with I think 3 or 4 deaths, this did about 700k. And then with a tank in the run, we did 800k. So almost a mil, really. And if it gotten faster, probably would have done a mil. So it is a pretty good ship. And again, I just want to say to Admiral Mikey, thank you so much for gifting us this ship, and along with all the other ships you gifted to us. The support here on the channel has just been greatly appreciated. Thank you, sir. So if you want a new Breen ship, and definitely something more futuristic that is tied to Star Trek Discovery, well, here you go. This ship can perform well, and probably will perform even better if built out and maximized even by more captains out there. So that's going to be the video, captains. Do us a favor and hit the like button to help this video out, help the channel out. But also, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the YouTube bridge. And we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.